Hey, what's going on, guys? YieldMax has came out with a new press release talking about their Group B ETFs. You can see here on my screen, NVDY, DIPS, FBY, GDXY, BABO, JPMO, MRNY, PLTY. There might be a couple more. Yeah, so then there are 2 weekly pairs. NVDY, I imagine the shareholders of this fund are very happy. It broke the $1 per share mark. Coming in at $1.18. So pretty cool there. Let's go ahead and pull up this article and look at some of the annualized numbers here. So this is on globalnewswire.com, I guess. PLTY coming in, it looks like that was the leader. Palantir based 62.10%, DIPS 60.23%, NVDY 60.21%, YieldMax 67.21%, YMAG 72.96%. Scrolling down a little bit here, we can see some of the numbers. So once again, all these funds will go on ex-dividend date tomorrow, Thursday, December 5th, and they will be paid on Friday, December 6th. Once again, YieldMax is all of YieldMax's funds, and they pay weekly, coming in at $23.77, 23.77 cents, sorry. YMAG is the Magnificent 7, 27.70. They also pay weekly. It looks like this rate would illustrate roughly a 72.96% rate annualized, so that's pretty massive there, beating YMAX at 67.21%. NVDY, very popular fund, coming in at $1.18 or 60% annualized. This is definitely one of their biggest funds. NVIDIA has been on a tear, and I think this fund has continued to perform pretty well this year. DIPS, so it looks like DIPS is the inverse of NVDY. They paid 63% or 63 cents this month, coming in at a 60.23% yield. FBY, meta-based, 24% yield, or 37.5 cents there. GDXY is the gold miners option income strategy ETF. That one paid 37.83% or a 31.18% yield annualized. BABO, BABO, BABO based, 72.92%. I'm sorry, not percent, cents per share, coming in at a 51.53% yield. JPMO, JP Morgan based, 31.93, 22.14% yield. MRNY, 22 cents, coming in at a 52.543% yield. And then Palantir has been on a tear, $3.34. Okay, so I think that one's probably amplified a little bit there because PLTY is $50. Let me just double check that real quick because $3 per share is pretty massive. Yeah, so wow, this fund is definitely one I want to look at real quick here. Let's pull this over. This is a massive. It is up 34.9% just from a price return. But if we look at totalrealreturns.com, this fund is pretty crazy here. PLTY up 41.52%. So the price return has definitely made up most of this fund here. 34.9, and then there's an additional 7%. I think it's because it just came out in October, so it's a very new fund. But what did they must have started it at $50 a share. That's pretty crazy. That is some solid appreciation there. Let's look at what Palantir's done since October. Yeah, okay. So since October, Palantir is up 70%. Wow, I did not realize it's up 321% year to date. So I digress. So let's switch back over here to X. And YieldMax ETFs is what we were just looking at. Pull this article back up. So yes, they're paying $3.34 per share, but their share price is much higher than the other ones. So annualized out, we're still looking at a 62.1% yield there. So that's that. And then next week is going to be Group C, the 2 weekly pairs, plus Coney is the big one for next week, as well as Ulti, Fiat, MSFO, AMDY, NFLY, ABMY, and PYPY. So stay tuned for that. And if you're a shareholder of that, you'll be getting paid next week as well. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Once again, this is the Group B YieldMax ETF distribution announcement. So yeah, once again, this is YieldMax ETFs. Definitely go check out their page on X. If we go to their distribution schedule, so the one paying 12.5 should be, just want to confirm I'm not, yeah. So Group B, that's what's paying this week. Next week will be Group C, then Group D, then it'll restart at Group A. So yeah, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. Once again, we discussed Group B distributions for YieldMax ETFs.